Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. So, today we would like to present our discussion about Marxist theory. But first of all, I would like to introduce my member group. First is Reina Karunia Putri D with NIM 183201557 and Februar Barka with NIM 193200102 and me Hutama Arya 193200792 and the last is Aditya Syabianto with NIM 193200197. So my group will present and explain about the Marxist theory. In this page, you can see the picture of Karl Marx. Who is Karl Marx? Karl Heinrich Marx is a German philosopher, critic of political economy, economist, historian, sociologist, political theorist, journalist and socialist revolutionary. He is born in 5 May 1818 and died in 14 March 1883. His best known titles are the 1848 pamphlet The Communist Manifesto and the three-volume Das Kapital from 1867 until 1883. Marx's political and philosophical thought had enormous influence on subsequent intellectual, economic, and political history. His name has been used as an adjective, a noun, and a school of social theory. And the next is the definition of Marxism in literature. Marxist theory or Marxist criticism is one of the theories that can be used in literary criticism. This theory is based on the ideologies of Karl Marx, a German philosopher who criticizes the inherent injustice in the European class or capitalist system of economics operating in the 19th century. Marx viewed history as a series of struggles between classes, in other words, the oppressed and the oppressor. In Marxist literary criticism, literary works are viewed as a reflection of the social institutions from which they originate. In fact, the work itself is considered as a social institution that has a specific ideological function based on the ideology and the background of the writer. Then, according to Terry Eagleton, a leading British literary theorist, Marxist criticism is concerned with how novels get published and whether they mention the working class. It also pays sensitive attention to form, style, and the meanings. The basic goal of this literary criticism is to assess the political tendency of a literary work and determine whether its social content or literary forms are progressive. Marxist criticism pays special attention to the division of class struggle, oppression, and political background of the story. In other words, this criticism focuses more on the social and political element of a work than its aesthetic, like artistic and visual value. And how to apply the Marxist theory into literature. As explained above, class oppression, power, economy, and politics are some of the main elements that should be considered in a Marxist literary criticism. Okay, so by asking the following question and analyzing the information that is found from answering this question will help you to apply the Marxist theory to literature. First is, What role does class play in the literary work? Second, how does the author analyze class relation? Third, what does the author say about oppression? Fourth is, are class conflict ignored or blamed? And the fifth, how do characters overcome oppressions? The next is, does the work support the economic and social status quo, or does it advocate change? The next, does the work serve as propaganda for the status quo? If so, in what way does it attempt to serve as propaganda? Does the work propose some form of utopian vision as a solution to the problems encountered in the world? Next, how has the author ideologies and background affect the way he views the economy, politics, or society? And the last is, how do the time period, social background, and culture in which the work was written affect the portrayal of the political, economic, and social force? In conclusion, the Marxist theory is more concerned with social and political elements of a work than its aesthetic value. Marxist theory can be applied to literature by analyzing the social, economic, and political elements such as class division, class struggle, and oppression. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.